Who do you think are the top 3 richest men in the world right now? Most people will quickly reel off some well-known names with ease, but the faces at the top of the pile are beginning to change. Over the past few years, the duo of Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk have occupied the top 2 spots on the world's richest lists, while Bernard Arnault, Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett always stay close behind them. This has suddenly changed, and a new name has just broken into the top 3. With a fortune of $143 billion, Gautam Adani has become the first Asian to break into the top 3 of the world's richest men list. According to Bloomberg's Billionaire Index, the American tech giant and owner of Tesla, Elon Musk, who tops the charts currently, is valued at $262 billion. Jeff Bezos comes a distant second at $157 billion, while Gautam Adani is making Bezos uncomfortable in third with a valuation of $143 billion, and keeping French businessman Bernard Arnault behind him at fourth with a valuation of $135 billion. This is Gautam Adani. Gautam Adani is the 60-year-old founder of the Indian energy conglomerate Adani Group. His company, which was founded in 1988, is involved in the business of coal mining, natural gas, and port management. He owns the world's largest solar power developing business, Adani Green Energy. While he's not well known in the West, in February this year, he jumped ahead of Mukesh Ambani to become the richest man in Asia. As his business grew, he diversified into airports, data centers, defense, and more recently, the cement sector. He made his boldest move yet when he tried a hostile takeover of the biggest media outfit in India, New Delhi Television. Adani was born into a modest Indian family in 1962 in Ahmedabad, Western India. His father was a textile merchant and, like some of the world's richest men, Gautam Adani did not finish college. He began his foray into the business world at age 16 when he worked for the Mahendra brothers. The Mahendra brothers were diamond dealers, and young Adani was tasked with sorting the precious stones. He joined his brother's plastic company in the 1980s and quickly became head of operations. The business grew exponentially and soon took up the production of newer plastic models like PVC. By 1995, the business expanded further when it acquired the port of Mundra on the Arabian Sea. How did Adani leapfrog familiar names on the list of world's richest? 2021 was a great year for India's billionaires as they became richer faster than their Western counterparts. This is down to a vibrant Indian stock market and red-hot IPO deals. The superlative growth of Indian businesses in the past year is visible in the business of the only 2 Indian businessmen to make the top 20 list, Adani and Mukesh Ambani, who was at the 11th place. Adani's wealth grew by $81 billion, a whopping 153% in 2021, and by 2022 it had grown by a further $61 billion, which makes him the only billionaire in the top 10 to have his net worth steady without dropping in 2022. Elon Musk, who sits at the top of the list, only gained a meager 4%, while Jeff Bezos' wealth shrank by 1% in the same time frame as when Adani experienced his exponential growth. The Indian businessman first became a billionaire in 2008 and sailed past Bill Gates on the list of the world's richest men in July, shortly after the Microsoft founder announced he would be donating $20 billion to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Adani Group shares, which are traded on the National Stock Exchange of India, enjoyed a growth of 250% in 2021 as a result of the foray into the renewable energy sector. Besides his acquisition of numerous airports and seaports and his foray into renewable energy, India's stock market consistently performed better than US stock markets in the past 2 years. Indian billionaires were able to increase their fortune by a combined $700 billion over the past 10 years, according to Anas Raman Junaid, chief researcher of the 2021 Hurun list of the world's richest men. But his place on the world's richest list didn't happen within 1 year alone. His growth can be traced back several years. In the last decade, the businessman saw his net worth increase 18-folds with the diversification of his business. He owns the largest private sector seaport and airports in India and the largest coal mine in Australia. Gautam Adani and the gathering controversies. In a world where censorship is rife and a drive for sustainability is continually on the increase, you'd expect some backlash on Adani's coal mining business. critics have spoken against the coal mining establishment of the Adani Group, citing sustainability issues in their criticisms. Greta Thunberg, the teenage Swedish environmentalist, is among the vocal voices calling for an end to the coal mining activities of the group. There have also been muted suggestions that his wealth has been boosted remarkably by his close relationship with India's Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. The Prime Minister has been accused of relaxing the rules to help Adani acquire businesses. Many suggest this helped Adani acquire 6 Indian airports in 2018. Thomas Isaac, the state finance minister, has made scathing remarks about the perceived favoritism the Prime Minister is bestowing on the Adani Group. If you look closely enough, you may see what everyone is speaking against, as Adani's wealth has increased from $8 billion to $143 billion since Modi's election in 2014. In late August, Adani tried a hostile takeover of India's biggest media outlet when he bought a 29% stake in New Delhi Television. He had acquired the stake through a third party without informing the company's co-founders and co-chairs Radhika Roy and her husband Pranoy Roy. He also had plans in place to buy a further 26% of the independent television network, which will give him over 50% stake in the business and make him the biggest shareholder. The move seems to have stalled. Considering Adani's unchecked growth over the past few years, it is easy to see him soaring past Jeff Bezos, who is only $14 billion ahead of him on the list. Elon Musk may be farther ahead, but you never know. This might even come sooner rather than later, as the Indian businessman continues to perform significantly better than his American counterparts.